At the crowded train station, Emma felt her pulse racing as she spotted her ex-husband walking quickly through the crowd. His sharp eyes scanned every corner, and she knew he was looking for her. The divorce had left scars, but his obsession had never died. He wasn't supposed to be there, not today. Fear surged through her, and her hands trembled as she tried to blend into the sea of people. But his gaze was sharp, and in seconds he would see her. Desperation led her to do something reckless. Without thinking, she reached out and grabbed the hand of a stranger standing nearby. His grip was firm, his presence commanding. Emma clung to him, hoping her ex would pass by without noticing. The man turned his head slightly, surprised at her boldness, but then, to her shock, he tightened his hold and drew her closer as if he already understood the game she was playing. Her ex-husband's eyes flickered toward her direction, narrowed, and then softened in confusion. Seeing her with another man, looking comfortable, he hesitated. For once, she wasn't alone or vulnerable. The stranger's protective stance made her look untouchable. Her ex turned away, muttering to himself, disappearing back into the crowd. Relief washed over her, and she released the stranger's hand. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice shaky. The man didn't answer at first. His eyes, dark and unreadable, studied her carefully, as if peeling back every layer of her soul. Then he smirked. "You don't know who I am, do you?" he asked. The way he said it sent a chill down her spine. Emma shook her head nervously. "No. I needed help." She thought he would leave, that he would brush off the moment as a random act of kindness. Instead, he leaned in slightly and said, "People don't usually grab my hand without consequences." His words were calm, but they carried a dangerous edge. Confusion clouded her mind. Who was this man? Why did his presence feel heavier than anyone she had ever met? Then, as if fate had planned it, she overheard two men in suits whispering nearby. "That's him. The boss is here." Her stomach dropped. Boss. The truth settled in quickly. She had just held the hand of someone powerful, someone feared. A mafia boss. Her instinct was to run, but his eyes held her in place. "Relax," he said coolly, noticing her panic. "If I meant you harm, you'd already know." His words should have scared her more, but strangely, they steadied her heart. He seemed dangerous, yes, but also untouchable, like a shield no one dared to cross. They sat down in a quiet corner of the station cafe. "Why was he chasing you?" the mafia boss asked. Emma hesitated but decided to speak the truth. She told him about her ex-husband, how controlling he had been, how he never let her breathe, how he still followed her even after their divorce. She admitted that today was supposed to be a fresh start, but the sight of him shattered everything. The mafia boss listened in silence, his jaw tightening. When she finished, he simply nodded. "You were smart to grab my hand," he said finally. "No one touches what's mine." The words made her cheeks flush, and her heart skipped a beat. She wanted to protest, to say she wasn't his, but something inside her told her not to argue. Over the next few days, Emma noticed things changing around her. Her ex-husband stopped lurking near her apartment. The threatening messages stopped. It was as if a shadow had been lifted from her life. She knew it wasn't luck. It was him. The mafia boss had marked her, and now no one dared to trouble her. But protection came at a price. One evening, he appeared outside her door. "You owe me," he said simply. She swallowed hard, knowing this moment would come. "What do you want?" she asked. His smile was dangerous but strangely reassuring. "Loyalty," he replied. "Stay close to me, and no one will hurt you again." Emma's heart warred with her mind. Part of her screamed to run, to escape one controlling man only to fall into the grasp of another. But another part, deep, hidden, felt safer with him than she ever had before. He was dangerous, yes, but he was honest about it. Unlike her ex, who hid behind lies and manipulation. Days turned into weeks, and Emma found herself drawn deeper into his world. She learned his name, Adrian. She saw the fear he commanded, but also the loyalty he inspired in those who worked for him. Beneath the ruthless exterior, she glimpsed something else, a man scarred by his own past, much like her. One night, her ex-husband returned, braver or perhaps more foolish than before. He confronted her outside her apartment, spewing accusations and threats. But before he could take another step, Adrian appeared from the shadows, his men surrounding the ex like predators circling prey. Adrian's voice was low but deadly as he warned him never to touch her again. The ex's arrogance crumbled instantly. He fled, knowing his life now hung by a thread. Emma realized then that her life had changed forever. By a single desperate act, holding the wrong hand at the right time, she had entered a world she never imagined. A world of danger, loyalty, and fear. But for the first time in years, she also felt something new. Safety. Adrian didn't just protect her, he claimed her, and though she knew the risks, she couldn't deny the strange comfort in belonging to someone untouchable. Her story had begun in fear, but it was ending in power. And deep down, Emma knew she would never be the same again.